I'll tell you what, Anthony. I'm never watching another NFL game at Cork. Like, it's nothing against the bar. It's nothing against the people there.
The vibe,
it's just,
the
I've
energy.
had 2 heartbreaking losses there in the last few years. A couple of years ago, I think you may have been working.
I was. I thought you were going to destroy James Villani.
Yeah. We almost had. You know what? Right when Jackson Dart threw that pick, I literally went to the bartender, cashed out. I go to Jack. I go, I know how this movie ends.
I haven't seen how it finished. I've just seen on Instagram how everyone has just been devastated with the end. And I saw the score was obviously ridiculously tight, but give us a quick footnote before we get into... Look at Gary just sitting there quietly.
We gave up 33 points in the fourth quarter. I think they said that...
All in the fourth?
Yeah, and we were up by, I think, 18 with 6 minutes to go. And I think they said that it was an NFL record. Teams that were up by 18 with 6 minutes to go were like 1,602-0. So now it's 1,602-1.
Huh?
Because we are just
making history.
Making history. The first time, I mean, it's just football malpractice. I mean, they literally bring the kicker. I was telling Gary about it before, but literally the kicker's some guy who's from Scotland who's on basically a visa program who's taking it doesn't take up a roster spot, and it's like he's not even he went to Rutgers, didn't even start at Rutgers, and then now he's an NFL kicker and he can't even make an extra point. He missed 2 of them in the game. We forced to go for 2 because he can't make an extra point. So we missed that one.
So he would have been up by 2 if he'd been competent.
Oh yeah, I
can't believe we started on this. We should be absolutely slating Gary, and we're sitting here, and he's sitting like an evil genius watching your
Monday Night Footy podcast.
Yeah.
Let's bring it back to what is important.
Let's bring it back. Let's start off with the highlights, shall we? What do you think we should start with, Wiz?
I think we got to start with Man United Liverpool.
Shall we give him the floor to start, and then just give him feedback, or watch him get veins pop out, or should we have a little chat first?
He says he's got some thoughts on it. I think we got to hear him out.
Gary, the floor is yours.
We got to provide some, critique in case.
I was quite happy to sit here all night and just facilitate this meeting between you and Wiz. If I'm honest.
Floor is yours.
Honest to God.
Wait. I guess. But wait.
Yeah. No, carry on. Let's talk about your thing.
Never mind.
No. Let's talk about your thing. Let's talk about your thing.
Got it.
No. I guess maybe one last thing is, I guess I was at the bar. I didn't even know Gary was there. So I watched the entire game. I think he was just in the corner.
He does that though, and then he hides.
I wasn't hiding. I was hiding in plain sight, but no one really. This is my point. Here we go. So I sat at the back with our friend Liam Brown, who's a Man United fan, and his 2 kids. Didn't drink. Just sat there in front of the screen at the back, watched the game. Tough. Went outside, talked to Paulie, saw Wiz, and then literally, I hadn't had a drink, and I'm like, what am I doing here? I'm not staying. There was Eagles fans everywhere. The Jets were already losing. I was like, I'm going home. So the reality of this is, I've watched a lot of football, sat around, watched a lot of football games. Man United was set up. Their tactical plan worked perfectly. Whatever they did, whatever their thing. Did you see the stat from the goalie?
One short pass.
Yeah, and everything else was long. And they were they were putting people around the ball. They were getting in around Liverpool players. The fact that Liverpool have got 2 new fullbacks doesn't help, because even though they have got quality, it just unbalances things a little bit. I'd stick with Andy Robertson. When Andy Robertson first signed for Liverpool, he didn't play for 3 or 4 months because he was getting involved in the system. I don't understand why. That'd be my only gripe, is to play Andy Robertson left back, because he's got a little bit more sort of, I don't know.
Understanding of the system.
Understanding, there you go. Understanding the system. So that, and then United did what United do. They were good. They rode their luck, and it's fine margins. Liverpool aren't good enough this season, or aren't prolific enough this season, where they can afford to miss chances. You've seen it in games already where they haven't done enough. That goal, if Gakpo scores that goal and it's the post in the first half, it would have been one of the best goals so far this season. It was so quick and sharp, and his first touch was brilliant, and then he's just whipped it off the post. And then the one in the second half as well, he's hit it well as well. That's hit the post.
The header.
The header, yeah. But they just weren't good enough. They weren't good enough. We're not good enough at the moment, and listen, it's part of football. Is it frustrating? Yeah, it's terribly frustrating. But the reality is, we're 4 points behind after 8 games. We haven't played well. We've got away with a lot of games.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world for me. Like, it's that whole thing about don't get too excited when you're winning and don't get too disappointed when you lose. What does my head in, and this is it now, this is where the veins come. It's got nothing to do with the football.
Watch this.
Is these fans.
Oh, they were loud. The Man United fans.
Listen, this is what, and Man United, there was a lad next to me, Man United fan, and there's no way he listens to this, so bothered. But like, he was getting outraged. Like, these are like proper Man United fans, I'm going to say now as well. At the end of the game when 8 minutes went up, and granted this, he goes,
That's you.
yeah, I can believe it. So, listen, even she doesn't want me talking. It's great.
Yep.
But when 8 minutes went up at the end, he was losing his mind.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah. And I'm like, hang on a minute. Have you got any... And he wasn't that young. So I'm like, how long have you been supporting Man United? Because when I grew up watching Man United, United would get...
time.
Yeah. So I was like, and I'm laughing because of the irony of it. And I don't get annoyed. And I didn't think it was 8 minutes.
You don't get annoyed. You actually don't. I like to give you shit, but you don't get annoyed.
I don't, because because again, it's like football, innit? But these people who pretend to be outraged when they've got no idea about the bigger picture, or they don't see the irony of a comment, or they don't see, like, and then you've got Liverpool fans screaming at the telly because, like, someone can't play a pass, or someone can't do this or do that, and that's fine. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just not that way.
No, it's not, and I call them podcast fans, which is ironic because they say things that I'm like, that's not you knowing the game. That's something you're regurgitating, and so like when they react to things, it's because their brain goes, "That's bad," because I've heard that's bad. So I get the same thing.
Outraged at this.
I should be outraged. That is above the average because I've googled it. Like, shut up. Yeah,
I think they see these clips of these crash out guys too. That every team's got one where they film themselves watching the games live.
Yes.
They scream and they throw, they break stuff, and it's that's
what I mean.
There's
Podcast
people that
fans.
just like that they watch that more than they watch the game.
Yeah.
And that's the bad thing about, like, I love the fact, and I'm going to bring Mulligans in on this one, and I'm not deflecting from Liverpool because, listen, we weren't good enough. We didn't deserve to win. What does my head in is, Mulligans is brilliant, and bars in America are brilliant for the fact that, I can sit next to you, Liverpool and Everton. I can sit with my mate who's a Man United fan and his kids and watch the game and have a proper conversation. Yeah. Yes, he celebrates when they score. When we score, I didn't move. Like, I just give it a bit of a yes. Because you look at, again, it's 1-1 against Man United. Why the f*** are you celebrating at 1-1?
Yeah.
It's turning into a competition. Well, I shout more, so I'm more of a fan.
Yeah,
like I've got all the gear.
Noise is
it just does me head in. And that's why I would rather sit with Man United fan or a Chelsea fan or somebody else
who knows what they're talking about,
who has an idea, who's seen the good stuff, the bad stuff, and the stuff in the middle. Not just like you said, Wiz, reacting to some fella who's in his bedroom in, I don't know, Doncaster,
Salford,
yeah. Like, do you know what I mean? Commenting on the game, it just winds me up, and like that's what
it does. And I don't want to sound like three lads that we chat online, so we know what we're talking about. I'm not saying that at all. I know exactly what you're talking about. Like, I love the NFL. I know very little about it, and so I'm always kind of like stay in my lane, And I think there's an element of like staying in your lane with stuff. People should have a good time, let their hair down, shout and scream, whatever you want. But I get frustrated when they say things with such confidence, but the information they're saying with such confidence is absolute shite.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm always learning the NFL and asking Wiz and whoever, and when my mate Alex, he knows his shit with all that, always asking what's the crack with this, what's the crack with that, and I love it, but like, I also know where I am. But there's none of that. Sometimes in sporting situations, like, I've got the kit on, therefore I'm a fucking expert. I don't care if I bought this yesterday and I did it because I used them on FIFA or whatever. It's always the same.
But you know what I've noticed as well, and it never used to be like this. And again, someone said to me the other day, I think it might have been Paulie who said it to me. He goes, time moves on, things move on. But what you've got now is,
maybe
you've got certain
like
Liverpool fans now, or certain fans in there that are overly aggressive and overly loud. So now what you've got is another group of Man United fans who are younger, just as aggressive and just as loud. Now they're going back.
Yeah.
And now they're going backwards and forwards at each other, like shouting stuff. And I'm just like, that's not what it was like. That's not what that pub is about for me. Like,
No.
it's about celebrating and maybe having a little bit of a laugh, but not going 5 tables over there to a guy you don't know to give him shit because you don't know.
Comments,
You don't know who you. That's when it gets a little bit like annoying for me, like because you don't know who you're talking to. Like that was the worst thing about Sunday. The game, I can take or leave the game.
Yeah,
disappointed, but it's all right. It's football.
We are going to get into the game because it's delicious. But what I will say is there's a thing for me with, I haven't noticed it so much with American fans, the aggressiveness really, to be honest, because again, it's only been soccer. And basketball, I haven't really seen like the NFL when it gets heated. I've seen clips online, blah, blah, blah. But what I do see is English or European lads, English, Irish, all the whole shebang, getting aggressive in American bars, giving it the big one. I'm like, are you the type of personality that if you were back home, would you give it the big one? I don't think so. I know you're an accountant, right? I'm like, I think you keep nice and stuff. So, like, as much as we're giving it to the locals, I think there's the expats as well. I've got a little access.
No, don't get me wrong. There was. Let's call them Europeans in there that were doing it as well. But like, that's the thing.
It's a fake flex because they've got an accent.
It winds me up. It twists me head in. Like, just watch the game. Get this. I don't know. Maybe I sound like a bit miserable.
Get off your lawn. No, I get it. It's frustrating and it makes you second guess where you want to watch it. But the Mullies has always been the grail, and they've always had that perfect chemistry.
Because if you get a crowd in there, mate, like you get a good Saturday, when there's a lineup. And to be fair, this weekend I've got a wedding, obviously buying that tux. Yeah. But you've got, listen to this is the lineup on Saturday, right? You've got Chelsea at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
You've got Newcastle at 10 o'clock. They've got Man United at 12:30, and then you've got Liverpool at 3.
I mean, that's perfection.
That's a proper day in the pub.
That's a Mullies day.
Yeah. But last weekend, just all the toads were out, weren't they? And I just...
It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
And you mentioned there was Eagles fans sitting there,
there was Eagles fans.
I was wearing my Giants gear, though. I was wearing my Giants gear.
You did have your Giants gear.
No one's going to say nothing to you.
That's the Liverpool game. That's the Liverpool game.
No. Nice and cute. Going to the game. It's exactly what you're saying. You've got... What's the average age of the lads you've bought? Is it 23?
Something like that, yeah.
And young lads playing on the biggest stage in one of the biggest stadiums with all the pressure of winning last year and all this stuff, and everyone's going, what's going on?
You might have said this last year. I can't remember if you said this, but I'm not having Conor Bradley is the answer to that right back at all.
He's not.
I think they should put in Joe Gomez to settle things down.
You shut your mouth.
No, I'm serious.
You're kissing up because he's upset. You're trying to make him feel better.
Thank you for making me feel better.
Andy
Preaching
Robertson,
to the choir.
Van Dijk, Konate, Joe Gomez. Lock things down for a little bit.
I agree things need to settle, right? And I think there must be an element of fear dropping Kirkes because it's quite a big statement for the money he spent and all that stuff. But it's not working, right? And so just bleed him into it. Don't pull him for the sake of pulling him. But just say, listen, Andy Robinson, as you can see, I need to take responsibility. I need to do a better job of getting lads up to speed with the system. Andy knows it in and out. He's been there for 10 years, blah, blah, blah. But you need to have him there. On the right, Bradley's getting targeted. Like, they're going after him, you know. And
he's not a bad player. He's not a bad player.
He's not a starting right back for Liverpool.
He's like Kelleher. He's like Kelleher. He's not a bad player.
Yeah.
He does all right when he comes in, but he's not. He can't be the first choice. And I feel bad saying it, but he can't be. And like Soboslai has done a better job there for him this year. Joe Gomez can do his job at right back. He's not right back.
I'm going to give Joe Gomez 62 seconds. Like, is he injured? Is he out? What's the crack?
No, he's on the bench. He was on the bench last weekend.
Has he played much?
He played a little bit, didn't he? He played a little bit, then he got injured, and he's just can't keep himself fit. You know, I know when you've got massive price tags on people, but they've got to find a way. Like Wirtz is not playing now. He didn't start at the weekend, right? He came on. I thought he did all right when he came on. To be honest,
he's going to be fine, lad.
He got on the ball in some good areas, and he was buzzing around.
He set up that pass to Chiesa, right?
Ekitike's quality.
Yeah,
I think he's quite, and I think he's ready now. Isak is miles off it.
But he's not fit. He hasn't had a pre-season.
Exactly, that's my point. Like, so, like Ekitike should be playing, I think, but he did that knobhead thing the other week when he took his shirt off, idiot. Like, so killed himself a little bit there.
He's young. No, I agree. I think you've got to get behind the lads that you need results. I think Liverpool fans are going to be less arsed if you drop a few players as long as you start winning, and you're playing worse than you were at the start of the season.
Yeah,
and like you said, you paid 120 odd million for a lad. He's got to play, but he's clearly out of sorts. Like he's clearly out of sorts, and the rest of the lads just don't fit into the system yet. They're going to be fine. I think it's going to be one of those things where you'll go on this absolute flyer after Crimbo. Injuries, obviously we can't control that, but that aside, it'll click. But right now, it looks toothless. Mo Salah is probably the thing I would be most worried about, because the other stuff you can kind of go, he'll be fit, he'll get it, all right, no worries, bench him for a little bit, bring him back, but Salah just looks crap.
He's doing the same thing over and over again, and people are kind of getting on it. It's funny when they brought well, that's never happened though.
I know, that's what I thought. I thought
that's never happened. But he's so. And this is what we said the other week, wasn't it? Last year he was so prolific that it didn't matter because they'd win a game 3-2.
Yeah.
Have you seen, like, Liverpool are now 4th on goal difference behind Bournemouth. Liverpool's goal difference is +3, and everyone else's goal difference is like Man City's is +11, Arsenal's is +12, Chelsea's is +7, Tottenham's is +7. They're behind us. So, like, Liverpool aren't scoring. They score 14 goals, but they've conceded 11. So they're not as prolific. You need to score more goals if you're going to concede that many. It's just, there's a lot of things there, but again, to the point, like, don't get too disappointed, and don't make an ass of yourself in a boozer because you've lost the game or you should have won the game. Look at it for what it is.
Behind City.
Yeah. And
1 point behind City.
If Arsenal lose a game, Arsenal drop points and Liverpool win, guess what? It's right back where it was again. Yeah. So, listen, they've got a lot of things to fix, but
some of the memes I'm really enjoying, though, I'm not going to lie.
I've stayed away from it, mate. I've stayed away from it.
I'm trying to send them to you.
There's been some, I saw one I think I sent it to you, Anthony, the one of the virtual Van Dijk playing defense. It's like, no.
It's working.
It's working.
The one with the fella's rubbing his eyes and he sees Isaac and it's blue, then he puts his glasses on, it's Andy Carroll.
Yeah, I did see that one. I'm not having the goalie yet either as well.
What?
The goalie, Mamadashvili, the fella who played, like, even for the goal, the second goal, like, he shouldn't get beat at his front post, even though it hits him on the knee and goes in. He shouldn't get beat there. He should be bigger.
Harry Maguire, that header, you said he shouldn't have got.
No, the header. Yeah. He was on. I'm presuming he's dove one way because he thought it was good. The shot was going to go there, but surely he's got enough time to readjust and just come for that. Maybe I'm asking a bit much there. But
I think there's enough problems you can look at where he might not be playing outstanding, but there's, like, your back four is leaky as fuck, and that's and I think, again, Liverpool being the well-run club they've always been, they wanted Mark Yea in because they knew, and they didn't get him. And guess what? It's evidence. They need a centre half. And so, I think he should be sound. I am absolutely enjoying the lack of soundness at the minute. It makes the league more competitive from a non-bitter Everton fan perspective. Like, me mate Tom Wiley, shout out Tom, he's a Bills fan and a Liverpool fan, so it's good to put him back in his place because the Bills are doing crap and so are Liverpool. But it's good for the league. I kind of called it. I kind of thought this wasn't going to be the year because there was too many new players. But right now, Arsenal looked good in the Champions League today in the last 20 minutes. But I'm still not ready to crown them. No, I'm not.
They dominated them today in that second half, though.
Yeah, they did. 30 minutes. They look like world beaters. 4 goals, 30 minutes. Phenomenal. And but I don't know. There's just something there. There's a vulnerability there. City are cooking. The first time I've seen City in a couple of years when we played against them, and we've been bad, where I was like, it felt like they were playing different sports to us, that Dutch lad in the middle, I'm going to butcher his name, Reinders. He's brilliant. He's
a great signing.
Yeah, he looks great. Savinho looks good.
That's
did they get him last year? They got him last year, didn't they?
Savinho last year, yeah. Did you see that stat that Haaland scored 11 goals and anyone else on the team's only got 1? The next highest scorer after him is 1.
But he looks, he's on
if he
fire.
keeps putting them in.
Yeah, it was asked, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Doesn't matter.
But it's very dependent, isn't it? Like going back to the Mo Salah thing, if Haaland gets cool or injured or whatever, then where's it coming from?
The problem.
I'll be interested to see what happens when Salah goes to the African nations.
Yeah. Like a good or bad thing, to be honest, because you have to play him, don't you? So
I know he doesn't play that much, but Chiesa just kind of makes things happen.
He's just
I don't
a
know
madman,
why he doesn't play. I don't know why he doesn't play.
Like
and
he seems to be getting some
He has
time.
an impact every time he's on the pitch. He does something positive, scores, sets up, changes there's something.
He just causes murder.
He's sleeping with someone's wife.
He just causes murder, doesn't he? Runs around. He was picking things up as a 6 and dropping in and then playing off and running forward again. He's mad. Right, anyway, get me off Liverpool.
Yes,
get onto this. Forest 0, Chelsea 3.
Boss, alas, mean, sly, pick any verb you want. I'm sorry. It was just they set out that tweet that he was fired 15 minutes after the full-time whistle went. That is just disgusting. That Greek fella doesn't give a shit.
There's so many things about this that you read and you don't know. You've got to try and sift through it all. But there's a line that the Greek lad, was it Marinakis, he left before the final whistle. There's another one where they met in the tunnel.
Didn't come on half time.
There's another one. Yeah, there's another one where he was in the tunnel with Postecoglou, and then it wasn't going to be a sacking, but it just escalated into some sort of row. Then there's another one where the second in command told him after the final whistle. He went in and told the team. No, somebody else. And then he went in, told the team, and then just dipped and didn't do any of the press conferences. There's all sorts of rumours, but how bad is that?
It's just gross.
And now you're our mate's in there now, isn't he? Dyche.
Oh, Sean, he did. Do you know what? I think he's the perfect man for that job right now because he plays more. Yeah, he plays more like Nuno. It's more direct. It's more attacking on the break, and they've got the players for that. They had this system that was working with a big lad up front and like a poor man's Newcastle, right? With speedy wingers, all that stuff. Everything was going well, and then they brought in this lad that likes to hold the ball a lot more ticky-tacky, and they haven't got the players for ticky-tacky. Sean Dyche, nice and direct, much better squad than he had at Everton. I think he'll do good. But one thing that I am really, really enjoying, Joseph William Barrett gave me so much shit for Dycheball, and he was sitting there last year, Nuno, they were going to the Champions League, they were giving it the bifters, he was looking at, Jet 2 flights and all that shit, and now he's sitting right where they belong, with Sean did the hell. No. It's delicious. But I think he's the right man. I can't think of anyone else they could have gone for, right? And right now they just need the ship steadying, and Sean Dyche is a ship steadier.
Fair. Newcastle couldn't get it done, even though your boy scored again.
He did, and honestly, another nice goal from him.
Have you spoke to him since? Have you spoke to him since the game?
Listen, he had a big Champions League match today. Didn't score today, but was setting up people all day. But no, honestly,
you won though, right? 2-0.
We got 3-0 today. But let's talk about Brighton. We got Danny Welbeck. Danny Welbeck just absolutely just
animal.
It's just the thing with Newcastle is...
In my head, he's 42, but he's not. He's just been on the scene for ages, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, they had James Milner running around out there he came out in the second half.
He is 42.
But honestly, Newcastle, when they're playing away from St. James, it's like watching a different team.
Danny Welbeck's 34.
34? Yeah. He's just such a good finisher. If he'd stayed fit, he would have been an England starter. He was for a hot minute, wasn't he?
The first goal was kind of it was a nice pass. He just kind of broke through the channel right in between the center backs, and both of them kind of looked at each other oh, it was your man, your man. Those two guys have played 4 matches together, and they're getting better, and they're both two young guys with Botman and Thiaw, I think it is. I mispronounce all the names.
The lad you got in the summer.
Yeah. And from AC Milan, and they played. I mean, they played in the Champions League game today. They were awesome. So I think this is going to take some reps. Thiaw, he's German. So I think that those two guys just got to get them together, on the same page a bit, because there was just a couple, and then the other one was I think Dan Burn headed a ball, and then it just landed right to Welbeck, and he just right at the top of the box just smashed one in past Pope, and it was a tough one.
He's one of those strikers that doesn't really exist anymore. Like, he's a poacher, where there's not that many poachers about. I don't think strikers tend to get the ball a lot further outside the box these days and run onto it. Like Haaland, Salah, and even Isak when he was a footballer. You look at that, and Danny Welbeck's just he's an opportunist. He'll take advantage of a mistake, and he's just such a good finisher. He's an old school striker.
I think that, and this may apply to some of the guys on Liverpool too, especially like McAllister, but these guys that were on international duty, I know Bruno and Joe Linton, they flew all the way, I think they were playing in like South Korea. They had like 11, 12-hour flight. It's like, that's the game that maybe you start a Lewis Miley, a Jacob Ramsey. Yeah. And you can just
he played
tell
Jacob Ramsey?
Yeah, he started today in the Champions League. They actually sat Tonali and Joe Linton to give them some rest. But it was. I mean, they looked great today. But that's the type of game where like they should have been playing in the Brighton game. Give them some rest on that long travel, and then play them and start in the Champions League game. But that's the type of thing that I think Newcastle's going to have to figure out. That some of these other teams like Man United who don't even have I think they're out of one of the cups already. I think they have no European football. Like, they're just going to be able to focus on the league. Like, Newcastle's going to try and win another trophy in one of these cups. They're doing well in the Champions League, but I think that's going to hurt them in the league, and that's why we're bottom half of the table right now.
Are you really?
Yeah, I think we're 13th.
But again, it's so tight.
14th, actually.
Yeah. So tight, the table. All right, Burnley 2, Leeds 0. Not really asked about that one.
Yes, I thought Leeds would score. I had money on Leeds to get a goal. I thought it would be a bit more than that. Burnley haven't been banging them in, but they don't concede, but they scored 2. Go for them. Where are they now, Landon?
16th, maybe.
17th,
Burnley 17th, yeah. Leeds
Wolves are gone, right? So
I think Wolves are done.
Yeah, see you later. Thanks for playing. West Ham
I
have
said
not
that they were
going to
bounce back. I was the only one to say Wolves was going to be relegated.
We'll look at the tape, shall we?
Yeah, we'll have to go check.
We'll have to go check. West Ham, there's been no new manager bounce, has there?
Did you watch them yesterday? They were awful.
I watched it, and that guy Thiago is a player.
He's a beast.
He should have had 3 goals before the ones he scored. Like, he hit the post like 3 or 4 times. I think
I had them going down.
Yeah, I mean, he looks good.
Brentford.
Brentford. I think I did because they've got the kit man as manager, but that like his coach, like.
And you can see Thiago scored. He ran right over to the coach and gave him a big hug. You don't see that all the time.
No.
Brentford, Brighton don't make mistakes. They don't make mistakes in recruitment. They don't make mistakes with the managers. They're just smarter than all of us. So, yeah.
Very calculated. Palace 3, Bournemouth 3. Did you watch this one?
Yeah.
Of course I did. It was one of my bets. Both teams to score. I mean, we should have taken more than that.
Mateta scored a hat-trick and then missed the sitter after he scored the hat-trick.
That last kick of the game, wasn't it? Something like that.
And he was having a tough week. We were talking about before, but him and his ex-teammate were having a little bit of a back and forth. And, he goes out there and does what he does, but he literally had a grade A plus chance. And he just skied it.
Terrible.
Yeah.
They're flying as well.
It's mad that, isn't it? Crystal Palace and Bournemouth teams that you're getting excited to watch now.
Great game, though. Honestly, it was just back and forth, goals all around. Like, it was just a fun. Like, that's one of the ones you want to have on the TV. So some of these other games, I had my eyes glued to that game because it was just so fun to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. About this one, Man City 2, Everton 0.
Sound beat by a better team. No dramas. Beto, Mr. Sitter. He's not a footballer. I
saw that one. Yeah.
No Grealish.
No Grealish retired, but we held our own to an extent. We've got to change the back four. Back four isn't working. I think I put Jake Gardner in with Tarky. I think you all know who I'd drop. And he hasn't even been that bad.
Yeah. Was Dawson winding you up about him on Saturday? Michael Keane?
You obviously know that, don't you? Because that's insider trading. So yes, he was, yeah.
Do you want to go on the story of that? Or
I texted him. What did I text him? I started it. Shock. I was giving him shit, and I said 3-2, 3-1, Everton. He went out. Haaland's gonna smash it. And I was like, he'd be stuck in Michael Keane's pocket. And then towards the end, Paul just texts back, looks like he slipped out for a hot second. I was like, yep, yeah, he did. But yeah, Michael Keane's not even that bad. It's just, it doesn't fit at the minute, the back four. And Jacob Bryan's not looking good at right back. So I'd put Jay Garner there. I'd put O'Brien next to Saki and Makalenko and C. But yeah, we played Man City at the Etihad and we lost.
Sunderland won.
How long is Brent wait? How long?
Just had a surgery today. he had a complication with his recovery, so he's not looking good.
No.
That's
But it's
rough.
got to change. It's got to change. No, we're not going to do anything with that back four at the minute. But
Did you watch
but yeah.
Fulham? Fulham Arsenal.
I didn't see that one. No, you just
goal
who'd you skip then? Who'd you skip?
I skipped. Oh no, Sunderland. I skipped. Wolves.
Can't skip that. Sunderland's looking great. The 7th. We said at the start of the season, we were like, the stadium's going to get a lot of these, keep these lads up, and I think it's the case. But they're playing bloody good football and they've recruited really well. They're exciting to watch. They've got good attacking players.
It's very close together. Like Sunderland the 7th and the 2 points off second.
Nuts.
It's 60. Like second and 7th or second and 9th are 3 points apart. It's ridiculous. It's good, isn't it?
But the Arsenal goal I didn't see, no.
Oh, stuffy back post, coming all the way through on a corner, and it hit Trossard and went in at the back post. But the winning games, you can't knock them.
They're just so strong with the
As
back
a consensus, we don't like them.
Yeah, fuck them, right?
I haven't even got. I didn't say it this week. I've said enough. Tottenham 1, Villa 2.
Ooh,
Villa finding a form.
Villa. Morgan Rogers had a beautiful goal. Like, he really did. Like, and he's been someone I've been trying to rely on a couple bets. He's let me down a little bit this year, but he looked good in that game. And that was a really, really nice goal from him. But, Tottenham Spurs, they looked pretty good. It was overall like a pretty good match. I thought Spurs played pretty well, but that goal was class.
They're two evenly matched teams, I'd say. Like, they finished very close to each other last year, and, Villa started the season shit, and Tottenham was still working out what the new manager's like. But they are, like everyone's saying, the word Spursy is gone. It hasn't. They're still being very Spursy.
They're not a bad side. I don't mind. You don't mind watching them. They're organised.
No.
They're 6th in the league. 6th in the league.
Yeah, they take
so
that
right
now.
There. Yeah. It's funny, isn't it? How Villa's best signing could be Harvey Elliott, because all of a sudden Buendia is playing out of his skin.
Yeah.
Nothing. It's got nothing to do with Harvey Elliott. Harvey Elliott's just
there.
No, he didn't play. I have him in my fancy team.
He's
didn't get a lick.
kick up the arse though, hasn't he?
Yeah, and then all right, we have the other game at Anfield, which we've already talked about. And then
on that though, last thing on that, we talk about you. Everyone's singing his praises now, and they're starting to drink the Kool-Aid. Do you think it's working? Do you think he's like the patience is paying off? Do you think there's going to be they were very united, as in, like, from a team perspective at the end of that game, considering they've been getting shit from all angles. Is this the game that gives them the momentum? I know this will make you vomit when we get off the camera, but, like, is this the game that gives that team momentum to start playing his style, buy in, let the new lads gel a little bit?
The thing is, and United fans will probably agree with me, that game doesn't mean anything if they can't win at the weekend.
Who's they got next?
They've got Brighton at home at the weekend.
It's a tough game.
It's a tough game, but, like, this is the thing. Don't go beating Liverpool at Anfield and then not performing against Brighton. The thing is as well, and this is the thing you got to look at as well, United had a way of playing last week which worked. Now, it might not work against everybody, but it worked against Liverpool based on Liverpool's perceived weaknesses, and they took advantage of it. They've got to win this week, otherwise it doesn't make a difference. I like to think, you would like to think from a football standpoint that everyone's moving in the right direction, regardless of what's going on behind the scenes, because it's an absolute circus by all accounts.
Brighton's got some speed in their midfield, so if they're going to go with that same lineup with Casemiro and Brighton's got this kid, Baliba. I'm a believer in Baliba, because that kid was. Jesus. I mean, Newcastle's we're known for our midfield, and he was running laps around these guys, and it was impossible. And he was setting up service. I think he's the one who set up Danny Welbeck on one of his goals. But, like, they're going to have to deal with that.
Minte?
Yeah, it's another one we had to give up from Newcastle. He was tearing Dan Burn apart.
Phenomenal. Yeah,
he had so much speed up that right wing, and Dan Burn was really struggling with him. But the problem was. That was another one with PSR. Him and Elliot Anderson. We had to sell.
Yeah. Elliot Anderson, fucking hell, you must be pulling the end up for that now.
Well, maybe they'll go down and then we'll get them back, huh?
Wishful thinking. I think that with United, the only thing I'll say is that there's something that I like about a club that's sailed through the shit with a manager if he comes out the other side. I think that's a good marker, because everyone's so shotgun with always had 6 shit games, get rid of him. You know what I mean? Where these have gone, right, we've tried that. It didn't work. Let's actually stick with one wing for a while. and see where it lasts. But yeah,
I feel like
as
the
you
fans
say,
have been the last
this
ones to
week,
turn on him. Like, I feel like it's been the pundits, it's been, everyone writing about
Gary
him.
Neville leading the march.
And that's the thing, innit? You never know what's going on behind the scenes. You never know day to day what's going on. Like, are the players just like yesing him off and just going, yeah,
high
whatever.
profile shit, man. Like when he wouldn't watch the Pens against Grimsby and he was playing on his little ticky-tacky board.
But you know what, though? The funny thing is, though, people do that. Like, people do
Klopp
that in
never
the game
used
of
to watch
football.
penalties, right?
Yeah. People do
Klopp
it, like,
never
mess
watched
around with...
penalties.
Well, Rafa Benitez used to sit on his ass, didn't he, when at Liverpool when he had penalties. But, like, there's certain things, but the problem is, when you're looking for something, when you're looking for a story, that's the first person you're looking at. And they've started doing it now, haven't they? They have cameras on the managers all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And it's no different from, here's the thing as well, just to put it in perspective, like, everyone's got iPads now in front of the benches.
Yeah.
Which is replaying the game, and it's feed. They've got their own feed, and they're playing it through the thing. Like, what's the difference between moving things on an iPad versus doing it on one of those old tactics boards? It's just fodder to get him. And I'm not trying to defend United. Hey, it's madness. Well, I am, aren't I? But
you're just defending coaching.
I'm just defending coaching. Yeah, exactly. It's just people do that in games. It just happened to be against the League Two team, pissing down rain. I mean, they probably couldn't even get iPads. Yeah, and then he wouldn't watch the penalties because he's like,
this in. I can't help it.
Yeah, oh, sorry, mate. No, we haven't got generators up here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just one of them things. But anyway,
I feel like that system, though, trips some people up sometimes, and they're going to get some big wins. I think they've had some big wins too, but like, can you sustain it? That's the key, right? And I think that's been their biggest problem, is just being consistent with that. I think they have a good game here and there, but I'm not a believer yet in Man United.
Neither am I.
I'm happy
which
to not
leads
be a
us
believer.
on to the first prediction, which should be Man United Brighton.
Well, do you want to go on? Can we at least celebrate Wiz being 2-1 this week?
I didn't want to rush
Whoa,
over that.
what about the weekly picks? I think I won those too.
I didn't look. I give up on football. I'm really switched off football.
According to my dad, I won. So
I'm not
he's retired. He's got nothing else to do. So
I'm not arguing.
All right, well, that's okay. That puts you.
Both you guys had West Ham. I had a draw. None of us won that one.
No, there's a couple. I definitely didn't win. I think I got 4 right.
I think the Villa win was big for me.
My boy Welsh Reese, he reckons he's won. He's beat us all. So I'll have to check that and give him a little nudge.
His vodka will be on the post. Then,
I
won't it?
I think I won with like 4 or 5 wins. So it didn't take much to beat us this week.
Don't worry, Wiz. I will.
Got to do a shout out for that Barnsley goal or get shot. Did you see that though?
Oh yeah, against Bradford.
Yeah, that was silly. Half time. Did you see that, Wiz?
I did not see that one. No.
He's belted it from about 60 yards. It's a good one.
Unbelievable.
Actually, I do have one more topic that was interesting. A little bit outside the Premier League, but I thought it was very interesting. I was watching the highlights of the Bayern Munich game, and they were playing Harry Kane in the midfield, like as a 6, and he was putting balls all over the field, and they looked good. And like Company was like, "Listen, Harry," I went to him and was like, "Hey, we got a little bit of an injury here. You mind moving back a little bit? We're gonna get Nicholas Jackson up and." They looked really good, and that's an interesting thing.
I'm surprised he could do that.
Harry Kane's a footballer. Like he'll
be
really
good
for 5 more years. No, it's true. Like he can play. Like he'll be good for 5 more years at the top level because he's never had to rely on his pace.
Yeah,
he's just good. He's a good player. He's big. He's useful.
Good feet, movement. Yeah,
and even in the game, he still gets on a corner, gets a header for a goal. Like so, even if he's not playing up in the 9 position, like
that's
he's
interesting
still
seeing him back there.
Go and watch some of the highlights of that game. Yeah. I'm telling you, it was really interesting to watch.
Yeah, I've seen that. It's good. They are good.
Crap done. Go ahead, guys. Kick it off.
Are we going to Wizzy's weekly 2-1? He's 2-1 this week.
2-1.
Or are we just going to skirt over that?
2-1 this week. Positive odds with I think Voltamuzzi went off at like plus 220. I gave it at plus 190. So those of you that waited to bet. Looking good there with that. We had the Bournemouth, Crystal Palace, both teams to score easy money. That was minus 140. So that's like getting a little bit of a single, get off the board. But it was nice to go 2-1. I mean, I will say though,
you were unlucky with that.
I mean, how do you not call that a penalty?
Yeah,
as much as I say, F them, but like they have a point to be mad about that because that was the penalty. And Saka would have taken it, and Could have been a perfect weekend. But you know what? We take a 2-1. We
Take
love
the
it.
2-1.
We're motivated.
Take the victory.
The international break, refreshed me a little bit.
Yeah.
I gotta
Put all
start
the
thinking of
haters
some
back in there.
ideas for my next video. Maybe I mix a little Danny Welbeck in there, going back to Man United. Who knows? Maybe a little tweet, little
Don't
teaser,
get,
maybe.
remember, let your head rule your
Yes.
heart here.
I'll get in the
All right.
lab. I don't make any of the picks on a Monday or a Tuesday.
No,
I'm
God
making
forbid.
them. I'm making them on a
Correct.
Friday when I've had a chance to review everything. We still got Champions League games. So it could be injuries. It could be guys looking good.
Yeah.
Like I gotta
Yeah.
take in all of that
You
information
need all
into my
the
equation.
information. Yeah.
Having said that, we need predictions now for the games.
oh.
So, Leeds at home to West Ham on Friday.
Leeds.
I'm
need
gonna go draw.
All right, okay. Yeah.
I don't know why.
All right. Chelsea, Sunderland Saturday. Chelsea at home.
I don't know. Chelsea do my Sweden.
I'm gonna go Chelsea.
I'm going Chelsea, baby. Newcastle at home to Fulham.
Newcastle.
Newcastle at home.
All right. Man United at home to Brighton.
This will
Come
be the
on
one that f*** us all.
I'm going draw.
I'm gonna
You
go
want
Brighton.
that lad? You want that lad to cut his hair, don't you? This fella.
There's going to be 5
I've
games in a
seen
row.
that. Yeah, he's got to
Yeah.
get 5 in a row. That ain't gonna.
Never.
All right. Brentford home to Liverpool. I have to go.
Draw.
Fucking hell. I have to go Liverpool.
That Thiago's going to shred your delicate,
Konate's gonna
fragile,
be-
emotionally wounded back four to shreds.
All right, so you're going.
Draw. No, I'll go draw. I think you'll do something, but yeah, I think it'll be 2-2.
All right, Bournemouth at home to Forest.
Bournemouth, easy peasy. Thanks for playing. How are you getting on?
You know what?
He's waiting.
Dycheball. I'm gonna go a draw here. I'm gonna go. Dyche is gonna get a draw on his first one.
Dycheball, draw.
that is nice ball, isn't it?
That's what Dycheball is.
There's 3
Arsenal,
points to be won there, Sean. One's fine. Over me, Greeny.
Let's not get ahead of
Let's
ourselves.
get a
mate.
point.
Easy.
Let's not get crazy. Here.
Arsenal at home to Palace.
I'm gonna go draw. I just Crystal Palace have got certain clubs' numbers, and it's Liverpool and Arsenal.
I'm gonna go Arsenal. They looked really good today in that 30 minutes, and
Villa at home to City.
City, El Fuego.
I'm gonna go draw.
I think.
I went draw. Wolves against Burnley. Wolves are at home.
Yeah, draw. It's gonna be a shit game. Yeah, they're gonna park the bus. The fear of loss is too much for this one. It's like job losing territory. We loses that at home.
Where's going
I'm gonna go Burnley.
I'm going Burnley as well. All right, and then last one, the Ev against Tottenham at Hill Dickinson with Jack Grealish. I went draw. Shitbag. Stayed on the fence.
I'm gonna go Everton.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Everton back. My boys, you know.
All right, cool. Let's see how that one
That
plays
one's
out.
a divider. Arsenal won. No, that's just me. That Man United was a divider, and then there was a few dividers. Susan.
There's a couple. The big one, Man United, Brighton's the big one. We've all gone different results there.
I love that. I love that.
That's the
All
alarm
right,
going on.
Susan's had enough, and that's us. Lads,
Goodbye,
nice one.
Susan.
There she is.
waking up the
Look
baby?
forward to the updates. No, it was here waking up the bit. Susan, let me finish. Yeah, it was here. That's why she's been demoted to the conference room. But yeah, good luck, lads.